Hello students, this is Karan Kumar Physics. Today I am going to discuss about the flux in different cases. See the first one. In this, the flux is the field is not uniform, but here the flux is entering and that flux is leaving. That means the total electric field intensity is equal to 0. Okay, so that is in the first case. In the first case, the total flux is 0. In the second case, E equal to, that means E bar. This is E bar. E bar is equal to 2I cap plus 5J cap Newton per coulomb. Then electric flux through area of 2 meter square lying in the YZ plane. Lying in the YZ plane means the electric flux always pass through the surface perpendicular to the surface. Okay, all the electric lines of force passing through the given surface perpendicular to it. That means you should take the area vector as YZ plane perpendicular means XX. That means the phi E is the dot product of E bar and S bar. E bar is given as di cap plus 5j cap and dot product is given as 2 I cap. So the dot product of 2I and 2I gives 4 plus 5 into 2 gives 0, which is the flux as phi. Okay, next third one. Here the total flux linked with the curved surface. With the curved surface they are asking. So the total flux linked with the curved surface means this is in the form of a circular. So that is circular means which is used phi E equal to pi r square multiplied with the E. Okay. Next fourth one, fifth one and sixth one, they are asking what? Total flux with the given surface. Here how much amount of flux is entering, that much amount of flux is leaving. Okay, here also flux is entering and flux is leaving. Here also flux is entering, flux is leaving. So in these three cases the total flux is equal to 0. Okay, next the flux linked with the curved surface means for this curved surface the flux linked is represented as only curved surface. The total flux is equal to 0 or not? Total flux equal to 0, but when it enters to the curved surface the total flux is equal to sum of the flat surface plus sum of the curved surface. So that curved surface, only this flat surface is 0, curved surface is pi r square multiplied with E. Okay, but these lines of force are normal to the surface. If you consider a small element like this, for this element this is like that. Okay, normal to the surface or like this. So normal to the surface means these surface elements are perpendicular, then the dot product becomes 0, so electric flux becomes 0. Okay, for this curved surface this is in the form of a hemisphere. For a spherical surface it is said to be 4 pi r square area. Okay, for this hemisphere 2 pi r square multiplied with E. Okay, next question. If entering flux and leaving flux are represented as phi1 and phi2, the electric charge inside the surface will be, we know that from Gauss law, phi equal to q by epsilon naught. That means q equal to phi epsilon naught. Okay, but phi, instead of phi you can write like this, What is entering? Entering means negative, leaving means positive. So leaving positive means phi 2 is positive, entering is negative, so you can write like this, phi 2 minus phi 1 epsilon naught. Okay, next, a charge is present on the surface of a ring Q. Okay, now the center of ring and the center of hemisphere are whose peripheries touch each other. Now it is connected to a ring. The sphere is connected to a ring such that whose centers are linked together such that like this. Now what is the flux linked with the given surface? This is the surface. Flux linked with the given surface means on the surface of the ring the charge is present, but only this part is linked with the sphere. So only the flux is present in this region. So this region, when we draw a centrus, and you can draw like this in equilateral triangle, equilateral triangle like this. So here this is 60 and this is also 60 or not? This is 60 and this is also 60. That means out of this total circle is 360 degrees. In that only 120 degrees is occupied. That 120 degrees is how much part of 360? 1/3 part of 360. So that flux is nothing but Q by epsilon naught, but here it is 1/3, so you can write multiplied with 1/3. So Q by 3 epsilon naught. Q by 3 epsilon naught. Next, for a cube, if a charge is present at the center of the cube, so how much amount of flux will be come to the total cube? Means only the charge is present inside the cube is Q, so phi equal to, you can write Q by epsilon naught. Q by epsilon naught. For each phase, how many phases are there? 6 phases are there. So the flux passing through each phase is represented by Q by 6 epsilon naught. Q by 6 epsilon naught. So for this second problem, the charge is present at the side of outside of a cube. Okay. So what I told for flux should be enclosed. So that means it is closed with another cube. Then how many surfaces? This one surface and that surface. Okay. Then that is Q by 2 epsilon naught. Q by 2 epsilon naught. Next, in this case, the charge is present at the corner. Charge is present at the corner of a cube. How many corners? 8 corners. So that flux is equal to Q by 8 epsilon naught. 8 epsilon naught. Next, in a region of electric field depends on x-axis as E equal to E naught x square, there is a cube of edge A. The charge enclosed in the cube is. So in this, the charge and the field is parallel to the surface. Then the area linked with the given surface whose side is A is A square. A square. So phi E is the EA. So E multiplied with the area means side square. EA square. EA square. So for this second case, the side is 2A, entering side is 2A distance from origin, and leaving side is at a distance 3A from origin. So you can write like this: E multiplied with 3A whole square minus 2A whole square. E multiplied with 3A whole square minus 2A whole square means E multiplied with 5A square. That is the flux. Okay. Thank you very much. Please watch my videos and also subscribe my channel Sri Sai Physics for Mains and NEET. Thank you.